Hey guys, morning or afternoon. Let me quickly tweet out and post some updates about the stream going live. Tweet, there we go, that was easy. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. And then we'll jump into a new game soon. While I eat some more of my cake. Hey Queen Miala. How you doing? Civ first, then I'll be back later. Oh, Liz, I forgot to update that. I won't be streaming Sims today. It was gonna be either Civ or The Sims, but since I couldn't stream yesterday, it's gonna be all Civ today. So let me quickly fix that on my page as well, so that it's clear for everyone. That's my channel page it's on, I think. On. Yeah, so that was gonna be an like an either or kind of thing. Submit. I didn't forget. No, the computer did that for me. Okay. Okay, Liz. See you later. Too bad you don't want to hang out for Civ. But understandable. Queen Miala, honestly, I don't know. I know that loads of you followed for The Sims, and I will play The Sims again, but I was gonna do it tomorrow all day, but I have a job interview tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to push my stream to the evening tomorrow, and I'm not quite sure if the evening is the best time to stream The Sims, because, you know, I won't be able to stream for 6 hours in the evening, because I will only be able to start at 8 or 8:30 at night. So I could do a shorter stream of The Sims tomorrow night, or something else tomorrow night, and then another day of The Sims sometime. Sorry guys, I'm gonna do one day of Sims and probably one day of Civ and then one day of ETS and one city builder. There's just not enough streaming days now, I guess, but I'm not sure if I can do more than 4 a week. Let me quickly capture my sub alert. Don't think that's done yet. Let's test that. There we go. I mean, I still love The Sims as a game, but I'm also super excited about this game. So, I need to make decisions like that. I think I am, but there's just not enough chat yet. I can try and recapturing it, but I'd rather just wait. Looks like you're right though. Where is my chat? That hasn't happened in a while. We need more spam to get it full. Yes, it's going. Okay. Hey Fove, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you, Bob. Thanks. Yep, chat is being captured. Cool, I think we're gonna go get started on a new game of Civ. Because last time I was so confident I was gonna win it. I didn't know how to play it, but I was gonna win it. And then I wasn't because the AI decided to murder me. You don't know Civ? Woo! Are you in for a treat? It's a strategy game, basically. Turn-based strategy, so every player take their turn. So you can take your time. Good for me. And basically you try to colonize a planet. So it's really interesting. I'm gonna go with the same settings I used on Friday. Just the Mercury, the normal difficulty level, standard game pace, and a small map size with 6 players. Apparently Russia has turned their clock back for the last time. Yep, I know. I read about that. Eating skills, I know, right? So the first thing you do is decide on some parameters for your starting conditions, I would say. In the previous civ, everything was determined by the civilization you chose, but here you have a little bit more freedom, a little like more different choices you have at the start. Hey, busman, how you doing? I think that's been the quickest donation ever. Thank you, Bob. Wait a minute, time to buy games. Awesome. Oh, that completes our game goal, doesn't it? It does. What? So, it's time for a new goal, which is the capture card. Let me quickly get that in. That needs to be smaller, obviously. That's good, and then we'll have another. And that'll be about 120. You guys can still vote for the game that you want me to play, by the way. The first PS4 game in the stream. You can vote in the straw poll. Just type ! straw poll, and it should pop up with the link for the straw poll. Done. Okay. Cool. So that's our next donate goal, to actually get the PS4 in the streams. There we go. Thank you so much, Bob, for making that goal complete. I'm gonna have myself a job tomorrow. We'll see. It's a job interview. It's not a job. Hey, Schmaker, how you doing? Hey, David, how you doing? I'm just about to start this game. I had to update my donations thing because Bob decided to throw some money at me to get a game. So now we're gonna save up for that capture card, and that means we'll get the PS4 in the stream. Okay, that was enough cake for now. I'm sure you'll nail that interview. Thank you. Never done like an official job interview before, so it'll be exciting. So first thing we do in Civ is designate a sponsor, which is kind of like a civilization, basically, because there's different groups of people. ARC, Pan-Asian, Franco-Iberia, Slavic Federation, Polistralia, Cavathan Protectorate, Brasilia, and the African Union. Last time I went with Pan-Asian Cooperative, which was nice because of the worker speed. I'm not quite sure if I really want to focus on covert operations. I do love this though, because this is culture and science together. I really like that combination. Yep, that was cake, David. I still have a little bit of it, so I'll have some more soon. Orbital units. I've not really done a lot of stuff with orbital units yet. Just the miasma one, but I'm sure there's more. So I'm not sure how to, if we want to do that now. Oh, Nightbot spammy. Australia, 2 trade routes available for it. Trade routes are really cool. I only figured out how to do it after a tip from someone, because I thought you actually had to like build roads, but obviously you don't. Hey, Jinxatu, how you doing? That's a nice emote. Cities and outposts acquire new tiles twice as fast. That's good for growth. But I was having lots of problems with health actually, so I'm gonna see if there's any health bonuses we can grab. I think I'm gonna go with Franco Iberia for now. Gain a free technology for every 10 virtues developed. She will, if she is Lao, she will walk in and they will be like, "You have the job!" And then Lao will be like, "Oh, don't shout, who needs punctuation?" uh, I'm gonna go with Franco Iberia for this playthrough. Next. So now we're gonna choose our colonists. Do we want to have scientists, refugees, aristocrats, engineers, or artists? I was having a lot of problems with energy and health, to be honest. But culture would be good too, because that will work with our sponsor that we just chose, because you buy virtues with culture. So that could be a good combination. Hey Jason, how you doing? You fell asleep at midnight on Friday? How do you sleep that long, Jingsaru? What happened? They're called emotes, yeah. Please keep the use of emotes down. I have an emote thing where you can only use, I think, I don't know, there's a set number. If you use more than that number, you know, Nightbot will kick your ass. Last night, oh, I thought you woke up today at 1 p.m. Jingsaru. Last night fell asleep at 6 a.m. Woke up at 11. That's not good. That doesn't seem like a very steady sleep schedule. So guys, what do we think? I'm probably not going to go for science because, you know, our sponsor is a free technology already for every 10 virtues. So we could really be like artists. I think that would be a good one. I think energy won't be that hard to get now that we know how to do trade routes. So I think I'm going to go with artists because that's a good combination with the Franco Iberia sponsor. Gain more culture, use the culture to buy virtues, to develop virtues, and then we can gain more free technologies. So I think artist is the way to go for me today. You like the idea of artists? Yeah, me too. So now we have to choose a spacecraft. Last playthrough I used retrograde thrusters, wider area for choosing where to land the first city, and additional visibility around the starting area. This is really nice because it allows you to build a city where you want to build it without having to explore the map first. So that's really nice. However, I can see why coasts on map rebuilders could also be quite good. Tectonic scanner. I'm not too. No, I don't think I'm gonna go for that because you can develop technologies like that, and we can develop technologies pretty quickly, I think. So Jason said refugees are artists. Yeah, I chose artists. Hey, Solar Youngster, how you doing? How you doing? Fusion reactor is nice because it gives you currency at the start, 100 energy, which is the currency in Civ B, like gold was in Civilization 5. Lifeform sensor reveals alien nests on map. The aliens are sort of playing the part of barbarians, so that could be good. But I'm really thinking retrograde thrusters or continental surveyor. Since I did this one last time, I'm kind of leaning towards doing the continental surveyor now to see how that goes. Build coasts on the map. However, it kind of depends on what kind of map you choose, though. I'll go retrograde thrusters again, and then we'll see. Oh, you say fusion reactor? 100 energy. Why do you say that, Jason? To start buying stuff? Pardon me. We are artists. Yes, we are. You fixed your broken iPod? How did you fix it? How broken was it? Let's choose the cargo now. Hydroponics. Begin with an extra population in your first city. Begin with the pioneering technology. This is nice. Laboratory, because that means you can build a colonist who will build an outpost which will develop into a city. Otherwise you'll have to research that first. Messing around in Terraria, nice. I'm alright. I still have a cold. Better than yesterday, but there's still a lot of sniffing and stuff, so I'm gonna have to blow my nose every half hour probably. Apologies in advance. Clinic building is quite good because it gives you health in the first city. Soldier unit can be good as well to start off with. Machinery. I think we chose machinery for the first playthrough we did on Friday. Because why not? I never played the series. I just acted a fool. That's fine. You were here when that command was made, yeah. Well, cake as well, David. And I may have pizza tonight. It depends on like how well or badly this run is going to go, how long I'm going to be playing it for. Because I've been thinking of doing a longer stream with pizza at sort of dinner time. Hey, Procrastination Master, how you doing? It was so broken that the screen was too dark to even look on it. I left it on the charger for a straight week and hit the back a couple times and then it dimmed up. That sounds like a good way to fix something, Skull. I don't know, guys. Let's review. We have Franco Iberia, so we're focusing on culture and science. This gives us extra health, which is nice. We already have that +1 health. We already have that +1 health in every city, so I'm not sure we need a clinic in our first city. I think I want to begin with the pioneering technology so that we can start making our second city as soon as possible. Hey, Arch. Yes, I hope I'll feel better too. I think so because I'll be distracted by this and by talking to you guys, so that'll be all good. It'll be all good. Now we choose our planet. We have advanced worlds as well. For experienced players. I'm not quite sure if I would be an experienced player. Oh, that smoothie command is completely wrong. I don't have a smoothie today. Am I streaming on Saturday? Next Saturday, you mean? Procrastination Master. Yes, I am. I didn't stream yesterday because I'm ill, and I really couldn't stream yesterday. My head hurt, my ears hurt, like snot was coming out of my head, my nose, really. Let's update that smoothie command. See, Skull, you only use that command when it's not updated or when I don't have a smoothie. I did have a smoothie on Friday, and I don't think anyone used that command. I'm not blaming anyone, but you know. Hey, Solar Wrath, how you doing? Lau is a boss, but second to Jacksepticeye. I'm not quite sure what that is, David. Okay, let's choose this planet. A term world with a few large landmasses. I did that the last time, and I didn't think the landmasses were that large. So I'm not quite sure. I don't really want to do an Atlantean world because, you know, varying sizes. That seems like the landmasses will be just smaller. Protean world could be nice. Oh. They're just called differently. Janie, Smith, Johnson, Kincaid, Kim. I think they're called after employees. I can do Tectonic 4. Archipelago would be nice. Kepler, one of the oldest known Earth-like planets. A faint image of the seas and continents of this world inspired the seeding. Tigan? Very cold. Tau Ceti D. I think these are the exoplanets that I got for pre-ordering. I think I'm gonna go with the Terran world again, even though I didn't feel the landmasses were that huge. Do I have an iPad? No, I don't have an iPad. No, I don't. YouTube Jack is on YouTube. He is a boss. I have no idea who you're talking about. I have a bit of a cold, Solar Wrath, which you may hear and witness soon enough when I have to blow my nose, but other than that, I'm good. I have a job interview tomorrow. Quite excited about that. I already had like an anxiety dream about that. So that was interesting. I dreamt that I had overslept. Be right back talking about the tool and not the drink, but I'll see you soon. As we begin our journey, I remember... Oh. What's it doing now? I remember the words of William Cullen Bryant, who said unto his God, Thou didst look down upon the naked earth, and forthwith rose all these fair ranks of trees. They in thy sun budded and shook their green leaves in the breeze and shot towards heaven. For today we have budded and now shoot towards heaven, and though I cannot say whether our next home will have trees such as these, I carry hope that it will be worthy of the beauty I bring with me.
Hello, I am the Advanced Integration and Simulation Resource, or Advisor. I am equipped to introduce you to the basic systems that will guide your development on this new planet.
And ask you for advice only. Go eat for a bit? Okay, have a good meal. Lunch, maybe? Ali's an engineer too, yeah. You should be lurking, but you're only half awake, clearly not thinking straight. That's alright, Zilarath. Hope you get it, but if you do, will there be less streams? Probably not, David, because it's a 24-hour-a-week job, so that would mean either 3 full days a week, or part of days, so maybe 2 full days and 2 half days. But I don't know exactly what the schedule will be then. But I would still like to stream 4 days a week. Okay, so we need to pick a tile to land on. I think I'm gonna land here. I think I'm gonna land around here so we can grab that and this when we can. Resin. It does. I'm not super impressed, but oh well. I think landing here would be good. Last Friday you overslept so hard that you slept through your entire school day. Yeah, you did. So we are France now. So our name is Le Coeur, which means the heart, I think. This is high school French speaking, so I'm sorry if I, mess it up completely. We have an explorer. They have 1 expedition module, and what we want to do is construct expeditions at sites like these to find stuff. So I'm gonna have them go there. We need to be careful of aliens though, because they can kill us, and they will. Is it a job as a teacher? No, it's not, Skull. It's not. It's a job as an assistant program manager. Yeah. What are we gonna build first? We are already healthy. My economic advisor advises an old earth relic for more culture, and my military advisor recommends a trade depot. I'm gonna go with my economic advisor first, I think. Or we could go for a worker. Let's go with an old earth relic first. We can look at the virtues, because I think there's one where you get a worker for free. Or was it prosperity? Yeah, prosperity. That could be good. Not youth, Laura, no. And if I would teach at uni, and at uni they don't call you youth. So. Why does that command looks like it's made by Ali? It hasn't. It's probably because of the folks that you think it was made by Ali. Research. So if you haven't seen the game before, this is the research web, tech web, instead of the sort of linear progression that you had in Civ 5. It's really interesting, and I would advise you to take your time to go through this. Hey, Drinking Gorilla, how have you been? How have you been? Good to see you again. We already have habitation and pioneering. We can build another city if we want to. Science advisor says genetics, economic advisor says ecology, and engineering, military advisor says engineering. Let's see. Combat rover, thorium reactors. This is for more energy, that's quite cool. And then we have the reveals titanium on the map. Genetics will give us +2 health with that pharma lab, and a site on nursery which gives us science and health. And the ecology tree will give us a miasmic repulsor, vivarium, food +2, and an ultrasonic fence, which can be good if we're really being pestered by aliens. You're anti-oversleeper, you sometimes wake up at 3 AM without reasoning, usually 1 hour earlier in a job. Wow. I think I'm gonna go with genetics again. 32 turns, that's a long time. Hey Deadbolt, how you doing? What do they call you at uni? When I was teaching, a junior teacher, they just called me Laura. That was fine. But if you're a professor, obviously they call you professor and then your last name. Or if you're not a professor, they call you Miss and then your last name. Ellie wants to be a MacGyver, yeah. Nothing, your afterglow controller has a stuck left shoulder button. I can see the switch is stuck in a compressed state, so I'm wanting to open the controller or fix it, but you haven't got the right tools for the job, I see. Oh, we found an
One
alien
of our
nest.
units
This
has
is
walked
not
into
good.
a cloud of strange alien miasma.
Also, we're
This
standing in miasma.
is toxic and will damage our units and equipment if they remain here. Until we understand this substance better, we should avoid it if possible.
Okay. So I think our priority is to get rid of this alien nest first. I'm gonna move them out of the way. Once we have finished this old Earth relic, I'm gonna build a military unit to take on this alien nest, hopefully with success. We'll see. Good to hear you're doing well drinking Gorilla. Good to hear you're doing well. And it doesn't seem like any of the other civilizations really have, or sponsors have made landfall yet. So we need orders. I'm gonna have you heal up. And we're gonna do next turn. Hey Slim, how you doing? Good to see you. And we're gonna have them on alert for now.
You have a new quest available.
I have a new quest.
Throughout the game, your actions will trigger different quests that can unlock bonuses for your people. Open the quest log to see
I think
what's
so,
available
Solar Youngster, yeah.
and check back often.
Quest, okay. The city of Lacour now has 2 citizens. That's awesome. Found an outpost. Build 1 colonist unit. We can do that for sure. Not this turn though. At least we're making a little bit of money. It's just next turning now till we ooh, we need to get rid of these guys. We have developed enough culture to pick a virtue, and we need to choose production. It advises me to get a worker, but I would really like to get a soldier, and they're only 8 turns, so I'm gonna go for a soldier first to get rid of those pesky aliens. I'm gonna bring these guys closer to home.
Your explorer has noticed something strange.
Yes, I know. There's an expedition site that we need to explore. Develop a virtue. What's the first one we're gonna do? Plus 10% production towards buildings. Plus 10 science when healthy. Percent. Ooh, that's good. Or food retained after city growth. I'm gonna go with the knowledge one. Yes. Okay. It is Laucool, indeed, Jason Poland. I won the Mindflower Harmony victory yesterday. Time for me to start turning up the difficulty. You're almost an expert. Nice. What difficulty were you playing as them? Because I'm still playing on like the normal one. Mercury, I think it's called. You guys can fortify there. Now it's time to jailbreak it. Oh, I've never done that. Quests have been updated. Cultural burden, build an expedition at the signal source. We will do that after we found, like, after we have a soldier unit. So we're 9 or 10 turns in now. I wonder when the next civs are gonna arrive. Ah, our city grew. Just normal setting. Yeah, Mercury sounds like the standard one. Yeah, that was the standard one. And another next turn. Not quite sure what they're doing. Not much, but... next turn. Oh, we have this now. That's cool. And we can develop another virtue. That was quick. Each city tile generates wow, I for some reason I have a problem with the word generates. Generates culture for every population, or earn 30 science from finishing expeditions. That could be very helpful because we're definitely going to finish some expeditions soon. Gonna do this. It's a super old iPod, so it's not fun without jailbreak, I see. And we have grown again. Next turn. The green goo is, ooh, look, our competition, or friends, possibly.
How may the corporation serve you?
Have made landfall. May good things come from our meeting. Goodbye. That's nice. This green goo is algae. When improved with a work barge, gives you +1 food. So this is basically the fish of this civ. It's not alien poo poo, no. And we now have a soldier unit. So let's bring them out there. And we can start killing some aliens. And the worker is really important now. After that, we'll go for a colonist and start creating our second city, but we'll need to explore some more. That's where the aliens are. Next turn. Minor victory only. I'm not completely happy with that. That's a total defeat, so these guys can stay behind. And fortify. Long message indeed. A child of a great bear that lived